really, ever since Wasserman Schultz was the DNC chair, the party has just been fading into obscurity. Like, totally. Just fades and fades and fades and fades. Here are the facts. Remember when Tom came on the stage and was talking about how we're going to make it better? Well, of all the things that one can talk about at the DNC convention, this is what Jamie Harrison thought was most important.
Specify that when we have a gender non-binary candidate or officer, the non-binary individual is counted as neither male nor female, and the remaining 6 offices must be gender balanced. With the results of the previous 4 elections, our elected officers are currently 2 male and 2 female.
Why does this matter? Why is this the thing that you're looking for? This is simply, I mean, again, it's not a meritocracy. It's buffoonery. And the idea that you are going to put all of these pronouns in the corner, who is this appealing to exactly? That's what I want to know. Who is this supposed to appeal to? Don't look at me. You know I don't have anything to do with this shit. I'm just trying to look at it from Jen's perspective, and that is, how do we usher more and more people away from the Democratic Party? How do we show them that the only way out of this is through a labor movement that is nonpartisan? It's that simple. And it will free your mind, and the rest will follow.
In order to be gender balanced, we must elect 1 male, 1 female, and 1 person of any gender. So again,
because if we don't do that, we can't possibly get any shit done. And you damn right I am, but don't ever call me cis. Just say I'm a white guy. That's it. You don't, I don't need to be referred to as straight. I know I'm straight. I don't need to be referred to as cis. I don't give a fuck what that means. And I am white, but who cares? I'm a guy. That's what I am. Want to call me a male? Fine. But even I think all of this is ridiculous. I thought it was ridiculous from jump. And I've been trying to explain to people that it's ridiculous from jump. And I've had to deal with these mentally unstable individuals a time or two when Jen was running for Congress. I mean, you want to talk about mentally unstable people? That's who makes a big deal about shit like this. People that have their own issues and they're trying to find a way that they can, I don't even know what you would call it. Mass personality disorder, etc. Absolute insanity.
this is what we have to do for this vice chair race. We have to elect 1 male, 1 female, and 1 person of any gender. To ensure our process accounts for male, female, and non-binary candidates, we conferred with our RBC co-chair, our LGBT caucus co-chair, and others to ensure that the process is inclusive and meets the gender balance requirements in our rules. To do this, our process will be slightly different than the one outlined to you earlier this week, but I hope you will see that in practice it is simple and transparent. The order of balloting is designed to ensure equal access to the ballot regardless of gender identity. As we must elect a candidate of any gender as well as 1 male and 1 female vice chair, we will first ask members to elect a candidate of any gender on the first ballot. Any candidate, male, female, and non-binary, can be elected on that ballot. After a candidate is elected on the first ballot, we'll have 1 officer of the 3. So then we will know which position is filled of the 1 male, 1 female, and 1 vice chair of any gender. Our second ballot would also be for a candidate of any gender. Then our third ballot will be the third position that is remaining based on the 2 results. Either a male candidate if a candidate that is not male has not been elected, or a female candidate if a female has not been elected.
Well, I tell you, I guess if you're going to be remembered for anything in terms of being a complete and utter loser, well, this is one hell of a way to go out. Forget the fact that we have no health care. Forget the fact that the water's contaminated. Forget the fact we have endless war. Forget the fact that we don't have a living wage. Forget the fact that there is no, and I hate the word resistance, so I will say opposition. There is no opposition to Trump. None. And this is what you're worried about? They're telling you clear as day that they will not change. They have no intention of doing it. They are daring you to leave. So leave. You'll feel so much better if you do. Greatest leverage you can create is if you don't have to worry about this. And I don't know if I sent this to you, Colin, but I'm going to text it to you now. I sent a text earlier to Jen to show her this tweet that Ryan Grimm had put out. It's from Ken Klippenstein. So I'm going to text it to you now. I want to prop it up because this kind of speaks to, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not that this race really mattered. It didn't. But it's a testament to just seeing whether or not there's any semblance of awareness of what's going on. You know, do they fully understand what they've gotten themselves into? Do they fully understand how bad things have gotten and how much worse they're going to get? I'm not 100% sure that they have. One of the two competitors, there was basically two individuals that were pretty far ahead in terms of who was most likely going to become the chair of the DNC. The first person was Ben Weichler, who is the chair of the Wisconsin Democratic Party. And then you have Ben Martin, who's the chair of the Minnesota Democratic Party. Ben Weichler, who was touting all of his wonderful endorsements, including getting financially backed by billionaire anti-labor fuckhead Reid Hoffman, but he decided to put this one out there. If I'm elected, we're going to begin an audit of every single DNC consulting contract on day one. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. It's time to eliminate grift and spend to win. Sunlight is the best disinfectant unless it's COVID. Am I right? All right. I'm just saying. But yes, you make a statement like this and you're finished. You are finished. Because what the Democratic Party has effectively become is a DC coastal elite consultant class grift. That's it. How do I get paid? If the ship's sinking, I'm looking for my life raft. And that life raft better involve some money. So that's how they're looking at it. Ben Weichler, oh, well, he thought he had a pretty good chance of winning. Well, he didn't win. This is who won.
Good billionaires out there that have been with Democrats who share our values, and we will take their money, but we're not taking money from those bad billionaires.
Here, thank you, Joe Martin.
Would you like to hear that one more time?
Good billionaires out there that have been with Democrats who share our values, and we will take their money, but we're not taking money from those bad billionaires.
Here, thank
Am I right? Am I right? What are we talking about here? What is a good billionaire? What's a bad billionaire? Is a good billionaire one that donates to the Democrats but not the Republicans? Is it a billionaire that donates to both parties but more to the Democrats than the Republicans? Is it somebody that owns a consulting firm in DC and employs a lot of people in the Democratic Party? You tell me. What's the right answer? I'm not sure. I don't really care. But that smirk tells you all you need to know. The consultant class will be flushed with cash. The Democrats will continue to fall into obscurity. And I agree with you, Andrew. I support good things and I'm against bad things. I hope that his statement becomes a running joke for as long as humanly possible. I do. We're for the good. We're for the good billionaires. Not that we're for working people. Not that we're for ending corporate special interest control of the Democratic Party and politics in general. Not that we're for single payer. Not that we're for a living wage. Nothing. This is what we're for. We will not change at all.